Welcome to your new favorite band, the podcast brought to you by the LA Maybe. And now, your hosts, Dallas Dwight and Drizzle Silvera.
Hello, welcome back to your new favorite band. It is episode 20-something. I'm Dallas Dwight.
And I'm Drizzle Silvera. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to take two. We had a power outage.
We were probably 5 minutes into a really great podcast for you guys. It was going to be great, I could tell.
Yeah, it was gonna be on fire.
The funniest part is we're just sitting talking and everything goes totally black. Just blue. And it's silent.
Yeah, because everything in here is on one breaker.
We just sit here for, I don't know, probably 10 seconds, and then somebody said like, cool. It's just like,
it's like,
it's the funniest reaction.
I forgot to turn off the AC unit in the other studio, which is just enough to blow our breaker. So
just enough power to blow the break. I love blowing breakers.
Dude, it's one of my favorite things to blow.
Top 3 thing to blow for sure. Anyway, we, after all that, I guess we have to say what we said before. Dirty Damn Tricks Deluxe Edition has been officially announced to be released August 26th. When I announced it, like 5 or 6 people commented like, that's my birthday. I was like, how many birthdays are on this date, dude?
We at least got 5 or 6 fans.
Yeah.
Right?
Apparently all of your birthdays are on August 26th, so congratulations for that.
Yeah.
So we have 6 extra tracks for a total of 16 tracks. We've been working really hard on them, and that's kind of what we've been doing the last few weeks. And as of today, the mixing process is done, and it's moving on to mastering. So yeah, we're excited.
And I'll be doing the mastering. So you did the mixing and editing, and I'm doing the mastering on this one.
Yeah, it's been really fun. Just like when we recorded Dirty Damn Tricks, we did it all DIY. We did it all ourselves. We didn't set foot in a professional studio or anything like that. We were in your basement. We were in my apartment room, or one of the rooms in my apartment, and in the closet. We did a lot of the vocals then. And, we just kind of DIY our way through this band thing. I
would say they're pretty professional home studios. They're like, the product that comes out of them is...
Yeah, sure. Well, what you can do with a laptop in a bedroom these days is pretty... Like, people would never know.
Yeah. And we have a lot more than a laptop in a bedroom. Yeah, right?
Laptop bedroom, yeah.
But yeah, just a laptop and some cans, man, can get you... And an interface.
That's how Nolly does all of his mixing. On his couch with a laptop and headphones.
That's wild. Yeah, you can do so much. Well, on our previous take that was just ditched because of the blown breaker, we were talking about how cool it is to see the process of where we were when we did Dirty Damn Tricks to now. And what we're starting to integrate and trying new things that we haven't done before. So again, obviously we have to approach things differently, being an acoustic album, right? So, messing around with
you know
miking.
what I just realized? You spoiled one of the tracks and now it's unspoiled.
Yes, right?
I just realized that.
Yeah, so in the previous one that got...
So we knew we had announced that the tracks would be acoustic editions and demos and versions like that. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong, I don't think we announced what tracks would be what. And stuff like that. But you had accidentally spilled one of them. But now we're good. Now you don't know.
Yep,
again.
Now we don't have to bleep it or yeah.
Blessing in disguise. Anyway, back to you about the stuff.
Yeah, so the sounds we were getting in the first album sounded great. And really proud of that. But, since then our studios have grown. We've gotten more gear. We are more knowledgeable, about our craft. Again, I've been in the industry for a long time, but you still don't know everything, right?
Yeah.
And I'm messing around with...
I have not been in the industry that long, and I do know everything. So,
well, I mean, yeah, but that's just the Dallas way.
Yeah, it's just the Dallas way.
Yeah,
just say you know everything, and it works out.
And people believe you, man. You just say it. You just say it confident enough.
Just say it and look them in the eye and don't laugh.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Which I couldn't do.
Yeah, actually, you probably could.
With a stranger, maybe, but with us, probably.
No, yeah.
Shouldn't that be backwards? I should laugh with the strangers. They don't think I'm serious.
Yeah. No, you do eventually say, I'm just fucking around.
I realize now, yeah. Because I love the dry sense of humor where you aren't really, is this a joke? Like, you can't really tell,
Yeah.
That doesn't work anymore. You have to be
people,
like, hey... This right here, what I just said a minute ago, that was a joke.
Yeah, context clues are lost. People, it's
work.
interesting.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyway.
so different miking techniques, new preamps. We have new preamps that we're utilizing,
Yes, we
and
both own one copy of the Warm Audio 273.
yes,
Which is basically a clone of a Neve 1073. So really, really top quality preamp there.
and they sound phenomenal.
And it's funny, I went on reverb.com on my old computer there on the old internet. Reverb.com, for those of you who don't know, is basically like eBay, but just for music stuff. And I'm looking, I know I want to get the same preamp as you because you had already had it and spoke highly of it. And I wanted to get a matching pair so we'd have 4 of them instead of just 2. And I'm scrolling along just looking for the best price on a used one. And I'm like, oh, there's the best one. I click it, pull it up. It's from a store from my hometown, Irmo, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Which is a small, like, I mean, it's basically Columbia, but it's like, it'd be like saying, Rock Hill when you're really from Charlotte, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Or when you're from Rock Hill, but you say Charlotte, like that kind of thing.
yeah,
That smaller scale.
makes sense. Yeah, so
Sounds kind of funny.
anyways, back to just kind of in the thick of it, tracking acoustics this time. I tracked acoustics away. I'd never actually tracked them before. Going for that old studio technique where you're miking like the neck and then you're miking the body, kind of close to the body near the sound hole, meeting the neck, kind of thing. And that sounds great. And I'm not knocking that, but I just decided to try XY CV12, that AKG kind of clone. Just XY. So stereo miking, just one on top of each other, and ran them through. And man, dude, I was really pleasantly surprised with the sounds.
Yeah, they sounded good.
Yeah, and so small stuff like that, and then my personal mic locker too has grown. We're gonna be tracking drums this coming Friday. So I think this podcast is coming out tomorrow,
Should
right?
come out this week, yeah.
Or this week, yeah.
Well,
tomorrow.
the VIP will come out tomorrow, and the other one will come out Thursday.
Yeah, so if you're hearing this non-VIP, it's Thursday, or whenever you decide to listen to it.
They're
At
like
that
Thursday,
point,
2028. What are you talking about?
Right.
Way back in the catalog.
Yeah.
These guys were douchebags even then.
We're even bigger douches now. Trust me.
They have
We're
English
like,
accents
we all adopt like really rough New York accents. Like, I'm the biggest douche there is. not insinuating people from New York are douchebags, but
Again, wait a second. That was a joke.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, some are, but some are everywhere. Some people are everywhere.
All people are different
yeah.
people. Yeah. All people are a little bit douchey.
And some probably think we're douchebags.
Oh,
Cool.
most.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, most. How many people are there now? 8 billion?
Something like
A good 7.9
something like that.
think are
Yeah.
douchebags.
Yeah, 7 point. Yeah, that sounds about
And
right.
see, what's funny is me saying that implies that all 8 billion know exactly who we are.
They don't
Meaning we're the most famous people of all time.
like Metalocalypse
Yeah.
status. You can get away with fans dying at your concert because like just the world bows down to you.
There's been some crazy deaths at concerts. That's a different story.
Much different story. So back to tracking
Yeah,
on
back
a
to
lighter
tracking
note.
Anyway.
Yeah, so we'll be tracking drums Friday, the 22nd of July, 2022. Right? Is it the 22nd? I think it's the 22nd.
Actually, don't know.
I'm right. So
I love that.
I'll just call it right now. And that'll be fun.
Side note: German, the language of German has a word that basically is "I'm right."
Really?
It's
Do you know it?
Doch.
Duh.
So, like, if you were to say yes and I were to say no, and you go doch, like, I'm right. Like, yes, for sure. At least that's my understanding of the word. My very rudimentary knowledge. Yes, you are correct. It is the 22nd.
It sounds oddly close to like dock, like someone's trying to dock you.
Right,
Or something,
yeah.
You know?
I love docking. Exactly. Just, normal stuff.
Like
my boat.
the
I should
author,
clarify.
right?
My boat.
I only have a jet
Wrong
ski,
idea.
so
I
my
only
jet
have a
ski,
yeah.
It's imaginary. It's an imaginary jet ski, but it's very real to me.
But it's blue.
And I dock it,
Yeah. Oh, jet skis are the shit. So, July 22nd, 2022. 7/22/22.
Dude, a day that will go down in recording history, right?
In infamy. Nailed it.
Yes.
Yeah,
was like
so we're
Pearl Harbor
recording
or
the
some
first the first drum tracks for what will become our second album, which we for posterity purposes, we know the name of them. We have the artwork done right now.
And I'm not going to spill the beans this
But
time.
we can't say it yet. Or
Yeah.
we don't want to say it. We could say it. We possess the ability to say it.
Mm-hmm.
We will not.
We do.
If you really want to know, send us a message. We might tell you.
Oh, dude, you want to know what's getting me like torqued right now? You might hear a massive slam under the table while both of my hands are on the desk.
Right? That's your knee. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, my third knee. Yeah, so anyways, dude, the toms are gonna sound so good with those mics, dude.
Nice. Are we bringing one of these?
One of these will be on the toms, probably this red one that I'm talking in right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of like
And
fun, like
nice one, right?
fun, like in the weed shit for our
That'd be rack
fans.
tom?
Yeah, this will be a rack tom, just because I love putting things that have been on my mouth on racks, or
That
just
makes
a set of
great
rack.
sense.
And
the other one, I love putting my mouth on things that go on the floor. So figure that one out.
rhyme with floor.
Door?
Yes, doors. We're talking about doors.
Yes, door. Come on. It was a joke.
He's a massive Doors fan.
Yeah. I'm a massive Doors. Do you remember when we were in the van the other day and the Doors came on?
Yeah. That's why I said it. Like I was just like, oh yeah, van.
We're the worst people to hang out with when you're listening to music, because whatever it is, it could be the greatest song in the world, our favorite bands. We'll just start shitting all over it just for fun.
But
no one is exempt, by the way.
But with endearment, though, No,
sometimes.
Yes. It's pretty brutal.
So the Doors came on in our Actually, it was funny because it was.
Well, Goliath is like, dude, I really actually like the Doors.
What's funny
though.
is there's 5 of us, right?
Yeah.
So whenever 4 of us start shitting on a band, there's always one of them that's like, oh, I kind of like them. Like, please stop.
It's like when everyone's shitting on Dire Straits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I mean,
you're like, he plays without a pick though. Like,
you're like, well, everyone knows that. I still don't.
I was like, I'll play without a pick right now. Like, he just can't afford picks. That's all you're telling me. Like, we're just having fun. Yeah. But the Doors came on, and we're driving in the van talking on the way to the gig, all 5 of us. And we should talk about the gigs too, because we haven't done a gig review in a minute, and we've played some. But the radio's super low. It's on like, if you turn your car volume down, it's on like 3, right? And we're just driving along talking, and it kind of gets quiet for a second, and we just hear this like
organ, right?
Just like this really piercing, shitty noise. And Foz is like, what the hell is that noise? And we just sit for a second. I turn up the radio, and it's Ray Manzarek's solo in one of the songs. Just killer organ solo, just shredding. And we're just like, for whatever reason, the frequency was coming out at such a volume that we're just like, it sucks. What is this? And then we just like, went on it from there, even though, of course, we love the Doors.
Yeah, for sure.
Wink, wink.
Nod. Cross your T's. Dot your I's.
We officially go on record as loving the Doors.
Officially, though, yeah.
Officially, we love the Doors.
Do we need to, like, the band The Doors, or like actually Doors, or actual? I love actual Doors.
How many times? Yeah, I don't even know we're talking about band. I just love the ones with the knobs and the ones with the knockers and.
Yeah, the one I like.
I'm just realizing.
I like big knockers though. The ones that look like, man, they're really gonna wake up.
Between knob and knocker and all these words, like there's nothing non-sexual.
Dude, twisting a knob and nailing a big knocker, dude.
Is there any non-sexual term related to a door? Hinge. That's a dating app.
I mean, and
Plank.
they open up. That's pretty sexual.
Accept you into your home, right?
Yeah.
This is going. Yeah. Wow, there we go. This
Can
is
I
deep
come in?
shit.
Can
this
I come in?
Deep, like English paper level shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here's my thesis. Doors are sexual as fuck. I'm Dallas Dwight. Today I'll be talking. It's my TED Talk.
Your closing statement is, so in conclusion, Doors are sexual as fuck.
I'm in all black, right? Because that's just what I do. It's a dark stage. The whole place is dark. There's 500 people in there. It's dead quiet. One beam on me. I'm just sitting here like Steve Jobs.
You have a DPA headset mic.
I have my hands folded like this, and I just go, this is how it starts, all quiet, right? And I just go, knobs. Knockers.
You just hear Drizzle laughing. He's the only one laughing. I'm talking about myself in third person.
I'm out of them. I don't know what else.
Wood.
Wood. Yeah. These words all describe penises. Whatever. The crowd's like,
illicit sexual activities. Yeah. But they also describe something we use every day. Sex. I mean, doors.
Doors. Fucking up my speech in paragraph 1, fucking it up. Shit, that's the conclusion. Never mind. See it. Like, whatever. Sex, doors, same thing.
I think you could.
Thank you guys. I walk off stage. People are like, what the fuck are we looking at?
I think you can make a sexual argument about almost everything. Like, look at this
If
boom
you're
stand
Freud,
and
yeah.
mic, you know?
Yeah, if you're Freud, for sure, which I am. So, dude, it's hot in here. Look at that. I'm shining like a fucking plant.
Yeah, it's
That's
only
not
down to like 77 now, you know?
phrase.
We still haven't gotten to the 69 party.
If an indoor space is 74 or higher, that's when I start to be like, it's kind of warm.
It's kind of, no, you're just like, dude, it's kind of fucked up right now, and I don't know why.
Everything sucks, and I can't put my finger on it. Is it 74 degrees in here? Oh, that's why. Everything sucks.
You just look up out of nowhere, there's a shift in the atmosphere. I don't like it.
Why do I suddenly want to kill myself? I've not been thinking about that ever.
God damn it, my balls are sticking. Just clip the mic.
Is it 78? Shit. It was like 80 something here when we got here.
Yeah.
Gig review.
Gig review. Let's do it.
2 gigs review, right?
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Well, we had that rehearsal, I guess, right?
No, but last week we had a gig, right?
I didn't think so, did we? I don't know. They're all running together at this point.
We've played 2 gigs lately. Trailhouse.
You have. Remember you did the acoustic thing with...
Yeah, but I thought we had another band gig.
Mm.
Trailhouse was the first one back?
First one back, yeah.
Oh, okay. I felt like we had done another one. Okay, well, yeah, we did the acoustic duo gig. So Goliath and I are going out and doing acoustic duo gigs for the band. It's just me and him. We just play, random covers and the odd original, like Peace of Mind, or one of the new ones that's a little softer that suits itself for an acoustic guitar. Those have been going fun. They're always super light, easygoing gigs. We never know what we're going to play. We're starting to figure it out now because people are asking us to do it more.
It's cool we get fans out of that too, though, because you guys just kill it, you know?
We just go out and, we do the same thing we do with the tribute bands. We're laughing, joking, having fun, making fun of people. They're laughing, having fun back. We've been giving out tickets to the Amos's shows. People have been liking us. We do, what was I going to say? Oh, we did this in Spain, too. We were asked specifically to do it in Spain before we went. The promoter was just like, would you guys be willing to do an acoustic set? I thought all the bands were going to do it. Turns out we're the only band. The only one he asked. So we went out in this plaza, and if you go back in our Instagram, you'll see that's the picture I posted, announcing that we'd be playing at the duo show or whatever. I don't know, it's like some of my nose itching. It's probably the Coke. That would do it, huh?
Dude, I told you to stop snorting Coca-Cola, dude.
Yeah, it's like all this soda in my nose.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I was supposed to say Coke. Fuck the joke up. Damn it. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Straight and narrow.
We need a drop where we just hit it. It's like, kidding! Or, something.
You've been fucking punked or something.
The fastest
like that.
way to make this podcast shitty is to have a soundboard. What do you think?
Yeah, that would make it pretty shitty.
That'd be funny, though.
I think it should all be like Steve I, like crazy, like Bill and Ted sounds. Yep.
Yeah, but all played by me and you, just poorly.
Yes. Very poorly. Dude, that's the key, like really poorly. And then, like...
Oh, the gig I was thinking of was Siggy's. I don't think we ever talked about Siggy's, did we? Maybe.
But that was a while ago. I feel like we talked about that one, maybe.
3 weeks or so.
Yeah, we've done a podcast since then. So.
Okay, cool. Yes, so the acoustic duo gig was great. We had a good time. And the most important thing and the most flattering thing is they asked us back at multiple locations for multiple dates. So that's good.
Yeah, and that's been happening a lot lately.
Yeah, we'll be able to get out there and why I like it is because they're typically on Thursdays. Because I don't like putting them on a Friday or Saturday. Because that's big band days where you want the full band and you can go out there and really make a difference on a Friday or Saturday for the band. Where a Thursday, it's like most of the time I'm not getting a gig on a Wednesday or Thursday. But those acoustic gigs are available. So we pick them up and then we make a 2-day weekend, a 3-day weekend, basically. So
yeah,
that ends up being pretty fun. So we did that in town. Really fun, laid-back gig. We don't have to bring a lot of gear. It takes us 5 minutes to set up. But I had to do, so I spent the week tracking the acoustic guitar solos, and then I went and played an acoustic gig, and then I had rehearsal and the show last night, which we'll talk about, and my fingers were just like, the electric doesn't hurt my fingers, I can get through that, but the acoustic, dude, especially solos, take after take after take after take, and then go play a full show on an acoustic for 3 hours, my fingers were just like, they haven't been in that much pain in a long time.
Yeah, that's
like
an epic
black
amount. Yeah,
and like skins peeling off of them and stuff. But you just go through.
Just
I'm like
do it.
fingering chords in weird ways because am like this finger just hurts too bad. So I'm like, let's do it this way.
Dude. Also, another very sexual thing is playing guitar.
Yeah.
You're talking about fingering.
To one of my students today, I said this exact sentence, and his dad was standing next. I said, let's talk about fingering. Yeah.
I've done that many times, actually.
I always try to get around saying that word, and there's no other word.
I just don't anymore, because as long as you don't laugh when you say it.
I just look directly into the mom's eyes, and I say, let's talk about fingering.
I hope George is watching this one, because he laughed so hard.
Wait, cut back to me. Okay, good. These are jokes. Nailed it.
Yeah.
But no, we, for those of you that don't know and are just joining us, we also teach. Me and Driz and Rasan and Foz.
Yeah, that's why I'm so good.
By the way, one of these days we need to have another band member on the podcast.
We do. Like we literally have our drummer's like 5 minutes down the road.
He lives right around the corner. Don't want him though. Anyone else?
Yeah.
I say that because he's going to be listening.
Right.
I'll get a text. You dick.
Yeah. Hey, fucker. There's nothing wrong.
Almost just breathed in an ice cube. That would have been great.
Well, it wouldn't have been the biggest thing you swallowed.
No, not even close. No.
I don't know why I'm wheezing so much today when I'm laughing, but
I don't know. It's all the coke. Probably.
Yeah, just
You know what song I heard at the gym today?
What?
Body like a rock. Body like a rock star. I haven't heard that song since I was probably in 6th grade.
That song is horrible.
I have not, but I'm sitting here like, remember the part where it goes, totally dude. I forgot every part of that song, but as I was listening to it, I was like, oh yeah.
Now when you said it like took a second. Yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, that is in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was laughing there, changing my socks and shoes.
Dude, the big one when I was in high school though, and like it was crazy, like all the teachers would dance to it, like pep rallies, was Superman or whatever.
Oh, Soulja Boy. What about the Snoop Dogg one? All my pimps in the crib. Drop it like it's hot.
Dude, that was that was when I was living in Vegas.
6th grade is for me is when that was, I think. Maybe it was before that.
Yeah.
So then that Rockstar one might have been after that. Maybe that was like 7th or 8th grade for me.
You know
what's so funny is if you follow, like if you're in, I remember being in high school and middle school and stuff. And if you're like in on like the music that's hot right now, it's so crazy how fast that stuff turns over. Like I would hear a song that I'd never heard before that was famous, like super big. It got big like 3 months ago or something. Just one of the, I don't know, Taylor Swift hits, whatever it is. One of those hits. This is before that. Probably like the Nickelback hits or whatever.
Oh,
and
man.
It'd be, 3 months later and I'd hear it and I'd be like, oh, this song's good. And they'd be like, man, that song's so old. And I'm sitting here on my iPod being like, but I listen to Led Zeppelin. Like, that's 3 months ago. Like, it came out 3 months ago. But the turnover, I just remember being like, that's insane. Even as a kid, like I would be like, why is that? That's not old at all, dude.
The most rap I listened to was actually when I was a kid living in Vegas.
Same. 6th grade was when I was into rap.
I was kind of like forced to listen to it, because
like
when you're a kid, you don't really have like control of the radio. Right. So
but you couldn't read Harry Potter.
True. I couldn't read Harry Potter. But this is when I was riding a lot with my aunt and uncle who loved rap. Right.
And Harry Potter.
Probably.
Those devil worshippers.
Probably. Yeah. So I remember, and we did it several times. My uncle would get like a new car. Uh-huh. And this is several times within a year. Like they went through a lot of cars, nice cars.
That's sketchy.
And they just kind of like, upgrade. Like cars. I remember driving one time through the night, like to a dealership in Arizona. Maybe not through the night, evening into the night, coming back at nighttime for sure, to pick up like a Maybach 62. Which was like a over $400,000 car.
Jeez, I'd be so scared to drive it.
But I remember every time, yeah, right. Every time my uncle got a new car, he'd have to go to Best Buy, and we go to the CD section, and he'd look for '90s rap tracks.
Interesting. Like, well, I mean, that is rap. Like a really great time for hip hop.
Oh yeah, rap and hip hop, yeah.
Maybe
and
even the best time.
So for me, still, again, I remember every once in a while hearing like the tracks that you're talking about. But for me, most of my rap was literally like up until like
for me
2000, 2002, something like that.
I didn't dig into rap and like get CDs and stuff. I just heard what was on the radio. Yeah. So like it was the, all the hits of like, I guess when I was in 6th grade, it would have been 2004.
Something like that.
Yeah,
something like that. Get real, something like it.
Something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, no.
Yeah, you would.
So and I remember the Best Buy we'd go to, man. Shoot.
I had a tradition. My family would go to the beach every summer, and there was a Target at the beach, and we'd always have to go there for like, groceries or what bathing suit or whatever. And I'd always go to the CD section and pick out a CD that I had never heard of from like the rock and metal section. And I would usually try to pick one that I'd heard people talk about. I was like, what's the fuss? That's the first time I ever got Iron Maiden, first time I ever got Pantera. And I was like, I hear everyone talk about Iron Maiden, never heard them. Couldn't tell you one track. I've been playing guitar for a couple of years. I was like, I'm going to get this. It was Rock in Rio, that one.
Oh, man, that's
and
awesome.
I grab it and I bring it home and I just start listening to it. And I'm like, okay, like listen to it. I remember watching, I think it was a VH1 Behind the Music or something of Iron Maiden. And they had a bunch of famous musicians doing interviews about them. You know how they always have like, Scott Ian is somehow in all of them.
Right.
That kind of thing. And all of these people said like, they just have these intricate harmonies that are like spider webbing up the fretboard. And I remember that being like, oh, I should listen to Iron Maiden. And then I started listening to Iron Maiden, and I've yet to hear that in their music. Like, I don't understand what these guys were talking about. As a guitar player now, I know most of their riffs, and I haven't heard that. Like, there's guitar harmonies.
I really think you should.
The only one that kind of does that is the Trooper.
Open up your ears a little bit more and
your heart.
Yeah, and really feel the sonic web stick to your cochlea. And
it's pronounced cochlea.
I prefer coke.
Okay.
You prefer cock.
Yeah. We've established this. See my sunglasses? Jokes.
Copious amounts.
Copious. I love that. I love using that word. Pantera was another good one. What'd you get?
It was my cable, dude. It's my cable. It was a
bumblebee.
I was like, the fuck is that? Felt like a snake or some shit.
Ooh. That'd be just wrap around your leg.
Yeah.
That's me. Sorry. Pantera was fun. I just bought, I think, their greatest hits. And first track was Cowboys from Hell. Second track was Cemetery Gates. And
it's the first thing you do. First thing you do when you put it in EQ your stereo. Yeah.
One of my friends
make the top end tolerable.
One of my friends. It's the mixes of Pantera are rough to listen to for me, but the songs are great and the riffs are so good and the guitar is so good. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It is. It's hard to listen to as an engineer for sure. One of my friends was trying to argue with me that like the Pantera mixes were perfect as they were and like all this stuff. And I was like, I understand you like them. That's cool. But let's compare. I pulled up a Periphery mix for The Bad Thing and I put up FabFilter Pro Q so you can see the waveform and how it spreads across the spectrum. And then I pulled up, I think, Walk or Cowboys from Hell or one of the Pantera songs. By the way, I've never really liked the song Walk. It's not my favorite song at all.
Gotcha.
But Cowboys from Hell is insane. Cemetery Gates is incredible. I'm Broken. Like, there's so many good songs. Revolution is My Name. I think that's what it's called. I haven't listened to them in a long time. Yeah, dude, Revolution is My Name. That's a sick song. The intro, I'll play that for you after this. It's like this crazy whammy. Dimebag was insane.
I've probably heard it. I was never a big I mean, I thought it was cool and stuff, but I was never.
He was shot on stage the day before my birthday.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
I think it was 2004, actually. Maybe sometime around then. I think it was December 8th. And, that's a terrible story.
Oh, I said that's awesome, right?
Yeah.
I thought you said it was shot. I thought you said I thought you were talking about like a music video. I knew he got shot on stage.
I didn't even register that you said that's awesome.
So
in the way that, like, that's bad.
So I thought you said you were talking about like the album
got shot on
or
stage.
whatever.
Oh, that's dope. Like, just like clearly like just the guy that's like not listening at all the way.
You're just like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm really feeling down. Oh, nice, man, that's cool. Like, just the guy that's like, oh, he's not listening.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about like a video or something. It was shot. Like I didn't hear he was. I heard it for some reason in my head. It was, shot, and then it like resonated like a moment after. I was like,
shot, yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. He's talking about when he got shot on stage.
To all the fans too.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, they can send you,
send me flowers.
Yeah.
No emails, just flowers.
Yeah.
I don't want flowers. Anyway, I compared these two. I sent a screenshot to him, and like the Periphery one is like this nice fat, covers the entire spectrum equally, and the Pantera one was like this, and then it was just like, and it was just like all like fucked up, and I was just like, I mean, this is just proof. Like, you can't. This is not an opinion thing. This is just like, look at the spectrum.
I know who this friend is now. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Yeah. You said enough. Context clues have filled in.
He was
everything.
in the band at one point.
Yes. I took his place at one point.
$80. Yeah, you know it.
Well, like 120. I just said 80, dude.
We have a funny, we have a really funny running joke in the band. Talking about the guy that's never listening, is this same guy. I was talking about like, yeah, man, I just got this nice new piece of gear. I can't remember what it was. It was great, man. It was like I don't know, $200 or something. And the next thing out of his mouth, I mean, a half second after said, "Nice, what was it, like $80?" I was like, "Nope, 200." Just rewind 3 seconds. I just said it right there. If we're typing this is the sentence before the one you said. I don't know. There wasn't enough time for you to get confused. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, that's that. To human is to
by
err.
the way, I'm not making fun of him behind his back. I said this all directly to his face. Look, in that moment, we were laughing. It was funny. But.
To human is to err. Dallas Dwight's on a different plane, so you know.
I'm certainly not human. We've established that.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Closer to robot.
Operate like one, dude. You just. Just kind of going
everything
for it.
like a robot,
Yeah.
Why do you think his forearms are so big?
Robot, bro.
Robot. Couldn't have asked for a better robot.
You're the TI-69 Plus from the future, sent back to save us from guitar
TI-69
hell.
Plus, that's like remember the calculators you had to get in high school, the TI-84?
Yeah, dude.
Can I get a TI-69? Just be that guy in school.
Dude. Those TIs, man.
That's class clown.
Do you remember? Okay, I got to ask you this.
I remember that.
Boobs, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
You could play Snake.
Yeah, they had games on them.
Yeah.
Dude, you could download on I had the silver edition.
Yeah, I did.
I did too. Which is pretty funny because
the one thing we definitely didn't do with them was science and math.
Exactly, dude.
Everything else, we were sitting there becoming fucking hackers for Anonymous, figuring this bitch out.
Right.
But you ask us to solve for sine, nope, I don't know what that is.
Where's cosine? What
one of my favorite things
that?
to do was you would hit, sine, cosine, and tangent, sin, cos, tan. You would just hit it, type it as a million times, and then you would just hit delete. And it was the only time in the calculator where you would see it go.
Yeah, dude, I remember.
Otherwise,
that.
it would just clear
that
all instantly. You could type 1,000 numbers, the same amount of numbers, and hit clear, and it would just zero it out. But if you did sin, cos, tan, it would be like, and I just see how long I could get it to go.
Did you know you could download Tetris for it? You could get Tetris on there.
I never downloaded anything to it.
Oh, dude, I got Tetris on. Dude, I had so it was like a game. Do you remember the Game Boy Advance, dude?
Love it. Yeah.
It was like having a Game Boy Advance that I could do math on.
Yeah.
I never had one. I had the Advanced SP or whatever, the one that flipped.
Yeah, the flip, yep.
Yeah.
I had the original Game Boy Color. I didn't have the original Game Boy. That was a little bit before me, like a little bit, like a couple years. I had the Game Boy Color, and then the Advance, which was the horizontal purple one, and then the SP. I remember mine was red. It'd flip up.
Oh, we had an Advance. It was the one before that, the upright
horizontal
square. No,
the upright square one's the Color. That's
Color.
Like
the Color. Okay,
one,
yeah.
And that's because it had color on the screen, I believe. The one before that, it was the same thing, but didn't have any colors, just black and white.
Yeah. So the first one I had...
After the SP, I get a little fuzzy, but I think that's when it started to switch to the DS.
Yes, the DS. I think the DS came out.
That's when the DS came right about the time where I was getting, I just was kind of aging out of playing, Pokemon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so, there's a cutoff there where I, don't know anything about it.
So, obviously, I never had Pokemon on any of those because it wasn't allowed. Dude, I remember I had Kingdom Hearts. This was actually... Cool. I got my SP, Advanced SP, the one that flips, when I was living in Vegas. It was I was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm. Old, got it.
Yeah.
Too old.
The time I found my aunt's Sharper Image back rubbing machine as well.
You're like, what kind of fucking industrial self-massager is this? Is this meant for a cattle farm? What
dude, it was like this tall. It had the handle and the two things that oscillate back and forth.
Uh-huh.
And so she always kept it behind the couch. And
love using it on my back and, my balls.
Dude. So here's a deep one for the fans. First time I ever nutted, dude.
It was with
13 years old.
Oh, really?
I grabbed that thing and I'm just fucking around with it, dude. And yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, whatever.
First time I nutted, I was 22. I already had 3 kids.
Months? No, so anyways, I'm fucking around with it on the couch. And no, this is a fucking hilarious story. And so anyways, I ended up just putting it on my shit and I was like, oh, what the fuck is that? That feels like that's pretty
classic,
awesome.
Curious kid.
And so anyways, I just leave it there and I'm like, hey, this is really cool. This feels really great. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because
Yeah, we all relate to that. We know that.
So anyways, I remember a few months later, my aunt was like, has anyone seen where my back rubbing machine is? And I'm like, yeah, it's in my room. We'll go get it for you.
My back, just all the carrying my one book.
Dude, that motherfucker disappeared to my aunt's, or from the living room to my room. So, yeah.
That's so funny. What were we saying before that, though?
I don't know, but I know I know my wife's dad listens to these, so now he knows like a really intimate story.
Now I do too.
Yeah, right. And
Game
all our
Boys,
fans,
and literally anyone who has access to the internet.
My nickname's no longer going to be Drizzle. It's like, hey, Sharper Image, what's up? That's who made the.
Anyone in the known universe from now until the end of time.
Yeah.
Have to bleep this.
Anyways, I don't care, dude. It's a fucking hilarious story.
It's a good story. Got to share it.
Yeah.
Got to share it. Sharper Image. All right. I had something I was going to say. Oh, we were talking about the Game Boys and stuff.
Yeah.
We went to the DS, then like the 3DS, and then like I think that's when they went to like the Switch and stuff. So I don't know, but I've been out of the Nintendo game for a while.
Yeah. That was the last Nintendo I had. The only
I do like gaming. I just do like PlayStation. I have PlayStation 5 and stuff.
Yeah. I think
which is to say I'm better than you.
Dude, for sure. For sure.
Dude, it was getting a PlayStation 5 was a bitch and a half. Do you remember that? Do you remember me trying to get one?
Oh, yeah. I forget how long it was.
Like,
eventually, wasn't it your mom who texted you and said, hey?
My stepdad found one at Belk.
Oh,
Belk.
Yeah,
of all places.
I was like, I remember asking you, I was like, dude, they sell those?
I had no
Belk?
idea either. He was just in there and he was like, I'll take it. Because he knew I'd been trying to get one for like 9 months. So, I mean, I'm on the website, like hitting refresh, like as the second flips from 59 to 0. And like by the time my page loads, because it's just crashing from all the traffic, they're all sold out. It's the most frustrating, annoying thing ever. Which like I could solve the problem for them in a second. And it would get rid of the scalpers too. You make, technically on the website backend, you make unlimited quantity. So there's not a set number. Now this would kill the demand and the hype and all the press they got for it. I get that. But if you wanted to truly just solve the problem for consumers, you would just make it unlimited. So as many people as possible could add it to their cart at any time. There's no release date. And then you would just do production on the back end to fill that demand, which you would have to tell people like, hey, you ordered it. That's great. It's going to be like a 9-month wait, but we will get it to you. And you wouldn't have to worry about trying to like all this stuff.
That was what was so cool about the Quad Cortex. And
you could just buy it. Same thing.
Exactly.
If they applied that same thing to the PlayStation, which I get it. Sony wants the press of like millions of people can't get it because it's just so high demand. Like everybody's crashing the website, And it became, dude, their whole Twitter account's dedicated to like, GameStop's going to get 500 consoles at this time. Like, make sure, like all this stuff. Like, it was like a whole, like, it was
that's horrible. Yeah. So cool. Shout out to Sweetwater, and shout out to Jimmy Itella,
and Bart Amburn.
Yeah. Okay, that's your rep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I got Jimmy, and thanks for the X32 rack, dude. I love good rack. Yeah. That was Jimmy
on rack, huh?
Jimmy, yeah, I had to emphasize rack.
Right.
Jimmy Itella hooked us up because like that was like things were kind of tight as far as supply chain and stuff like that, and we got that pretty quick, like really quick. So, anyways, Quad Cortex. If you want one, I think Sweetwater's the only North American supplier at the time, and they do take. They do take orders, and we'll ship it out as soon as they get
right. Which the way it ended up working is you buy it and then you wait for a long time.
Yep.
Because there's an unlimited quantity of something. There's a theoretical unlimited quantity on the website of a very limited actual thing.
Yeah.
So that means anyone can buy it as much as they want. That means no scalpers because there's no benefit in me doing that because I can't resell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And another cool thing, I don't know if you remember, but they update you on the supplies. I remember getting emails.
Right. Yeah.
I even got like a couple calls like, hey, I know it's taking a while, but there's a delay. They let me know all the delays, And
I never cared. I knew from the beginning it was going to take a long time, and I was just like, "Gets here when it gets here." I don't care.
Yeah. But it's just that aspect of like,
it is helpful that they.
Wow, I just spent whatever I spent at that time.
But
this was back before they were like almost $2,000.
Expectations.
Yeah.
They tell you it's going to be 6 months, and you're like, okay, cool. So you have that in your head, and you don't think about it so much.
Yeah, or you could buy one used for more money than you would spend at Sweetwater.
So the reason the PS5 thing was so annoying is because all the people that were buying, when you had GameStop release 500 in that example, scalpers would buy like 450 of them and then sell them on eBay or Amazon or whatever, and you go get one for like $1,200. So you could buy a PS5, sure, but you weren't going to get it for the value. You were going to get it for like 100 to 150% more.
Yeah.
I guess, is that right? Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure scalpers probably have like the most insane internet package.
Well, they'd have bots
and like
doing it,
time,
and stuff, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So they're gonna.
There's groups of them, and they're just buying them all up. And once you get started with that, the money you make, the profit you make, you can just buy a bunch more. So it just ends up getting out of control. But the way to solve that scalper problem is just make unlimited quantity. That kills all the urgency, which is what they're trying to do. They're trying to capitalize on people being like, I need a PS5 right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is the new wave. I got to be on that wave, which I don't care about, but a lot of people do. And the new iPhone, same thing, whatever it is. And that would solve that, I think. Call me, Sony.
Quite potentially.
Yeah. Well, Quad did it. So
Quad did it. And
I didn't even think.
Yeah. Quad did it great, and it sure it stinks a little. I think everyone in the U.S. and most first world countries are like used to getting things like that.
Yeah.
And so
because of Amazon,
right?
2-day delivery or 1 day.
Yeah.
Sometimes next day delivery, dude.
So
my since it came from my hometown, which is not far from here, that Warm Audio thing got here in like a day. Like
Dope.
After they actually shipped it, which they shipped it after like a day or two after I bought it. I think I bought it on a Saturday. They shipped it Monday. It was here on Tuesday. So,
yeah.
And I had it in the studio using it on Wednesday. So it was awesome.
Tuesday used on Wednesday, dude. That's awesome.
Yep. It's a good band name.
Tuesday used on
What
Wednesday.
was the band name? We came up with a couple today. I remember one of them was Trailer Park Tank Raid.
Oh yes. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's maybe not politically correct.
Definitely not, but utilitarian in some form.
Well, it's just funny. It's just a funny like alliteration. Trailer Park Tank, the multiple T's and stuff.
Yeah.
Stunt Dick. That was another one.
Stunt Dick.
Yeah.
That's right.
We were talking about have a stunt double. It's time for a dick scene. You bring in the stunt dick.
Dude, what? I wonder if that's like a legit thing in like the porn industry. It's like you have like a really hot guy, but is not well endowed, and then you have the well endowed like ugly fucker Ron Jeremy looking son of a bitch. It's like, all right, we got to get a different camera angle.
Bring in the stunt dick. Bring in the stunt dick. Where's Ron? Get him in here. I don't know what accent I'm doing.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious.
My new favorite thing, by the way, is I'll try to do British accents to my new British friends, and they just make fun of me. And then I just remind them we won the war. It's really fun, actually. It's really fun, actually, messing or busting balls with my British friends now, because they're just like, they give it right back, and there's no moment where they're like offended. They're just they just like laugh and give it right back, and it's like, oh, cool. Like,
yeah, you won the war, but you've got our banking system.
Yeah,
some shit like that.
So funny,
right? Oh man,
but it is fun. I love to make fun of the way they spell favorite and humor and color.
Caramel.
So funny.
Aluminium.
That one bugs me because that's a different spelling.
Right.
The way they're pronouncing it is different than the way that we spell it. So I don't know if they're actually spelling it differently or if one of us is just spelling it wrong and missaying it. Because both of us, apparently, they say aluminium, we say aluminum.
Mm-hmm. But it's spelled aluminum.
Right. We're saying it the way it's spelled, if that's how they spell theirs. I was trying to explain this to one of my friends, and she was not understanding what I was saying at all.
So what's hilarious is that my grandma would say those that way, but really get mad when Americans say nuclear, and it's actually nuclear. Because she would
nuclear.
It's nuclear.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But you hear a ton of
I'm
Americans.
not saying we don't say shit wrong all the time, but so the word judgment, does it have an E in it or not?
It does.
Do you know?
It does.
It does not. But it's been wrong.
Oh, that's right.
It's been wrong so much that it is now just in the dictionary and accepted to have an E. So it's technically not wrong.
Oh.
But it's because everyone got it wrong so much that it's just like, fine, fuck it. That's right. Like, it's literally how it happened.
So it's just a G and then meant?
We had which looks kind of funky. We had a one of my jobs.
So
we had to make
judgment?
a banner that said "No Judgment Zone." We had to make a banner that said this for like a training room or something.
Oh yeah.
And we had like a full week debate and like down the rabbit hole of research of like, is there a fucking E in this word or not?
So you walk into the no judgment room, you're like, "Hey, look at your fucking hairdo." Would your mom do that?
Morons can't even spell judgment as they're walking into the thing. Fucking idiots.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna judge the fuck out of these
that would
people.
be that would be the perfect like misspell judgment to see like as a litmus test for people who judge or not.
Right. They actually, I believe they call that the Mandela Effect. I don't know if that's actually considered the Mandela Effect, but the Mandela Effect,
The
to my
Willie
knowledge,
Nelson Mandela effect.
if that's what it's called, yeah, the Willie Nelson Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
Willie Nelson Mandela would be the best tribute band of all time.
Right.
We're very peaceful, but we smoke a lot of weed. And sing about trucks and roads sometimes. I don't know enough about either one of those people to make this funny, so that's the best I could do. But anyway, yeah, I know I'm dumb. Regroup here. Hold on. Regroup here, and then we'll go to VIP in a minute.
Yeah, regroup.
What was I going to say? The Mandela Effect.
Yeah, Willie Nelson Mandela.
Apparently that's this is like third-hand knowledge at this point. Apparently that's when a group, like a mass, a group of people, most people are wrong about something, but it's like societally almost accepted, or like even though it's just not correct. I can't really think of an example, but let's see if I can pull this up, because this is really not helpful to talk about without any examples.
I mean, I thought of like 1,000 jokes to say
Okay.
when you said that.
All right, here we go.
It's like,
40 Mandela Effect examples, 40 mind-blowing examples. So what's interesting is most, like, it's just basically that you're wrong, or that most people are wrong to the fact that it's almost commonly accepted that, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
even though it's
everyone
wrong.
knows Christianity is like one of the most well-known examples of the Mandela effect.
Right. Exactly.
I'm
Okay.
joking.
The Mandela Effect is a phenomenon that makes us question even the most mundane memories from the past. Okay, maybe I'm wrong about everything I've ever known. In June 2019, the famed New York's crossword puzzle made it the theme and defined it as a recent refinement of false memory that typically refers to pop culture, current event references. Try to read on my level, bro. You can't even get close.
What's a panorama?
It's basically remembering something that doesn't match with historical records. So it's like a group of people remembering something wrong, but like we all remember it. So it's like, I remember this. You're like, yeah, dude. And then we realize we're all wrong, which is kind of crazy. It is very, very interesting psychologically. But let's see. Hey, make this easier to do.
Nelson Mandela's literally like.
So this is the reason Nelson Mandela's death is number one. It says,
Okay,
let's start with the
gotcha.
reason we're all here. Nelson Mandela, who this theory is named after, died in 2013. However, countless people distinctly remember him dying in prison in the 80s. Isn't that weird?
Wow. That's interesting.
Jif, not Jiffy. Peanut butter. Looney Tunes, not tunes. Oh, really? That's crazy. It's Looney Tunes like music. Tunes. Tunes. Not tunes like cartoons.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I thought it was tunes with a O-O-O. This one's a famous one. It's the Berenstein Bears. They didn't exist. Wait, what?
But it's got Berenstain on the other.
Berenstain Bears. Okay, whatever. Curious George's tail was never there. Okay, the monkey never had a tail. A lot of people say Sex in the City. It's Sex and the City. That one I did know. Febreze is just one E. We knew that. We'll do a couple more here. Oscar Mayer. It's actually with an A, not an E. That is mind-blowing. I had no idea. I thought that was
Really
an E.
fucking mind-blowing.
I thought that was an E the whole time. Skechers, not so Skechers without the T. I did know that. Last one, Fruit Loops. It's with two O's. I knew that as well because it's in the logo. We'll continue some Willie Nelson Mandela effects.
Yeah.
In the VIP section. But anyway, yeah, that's just kind of a fun thing I'd heard someone talk about in psychology and stuff. So I've been learning magic and stuff like that. I've been digging a lot into kind of.
I thought it was psychology.
Yeah, it's psychologically. Yeah, it's
Psychology.
Psychology.
Is that Mandela effect?
No, that's just English.
Or am
Like
I just
British
am I
English.
just the dumb one and everyone knows
Yeah,
it?
it's actually pronounced psychology. And that's Britain for you.
Dude, like pterodactyl, dude.
Right. Pterodactyl, big fan.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. It's VIP. We'll see you over there. Head on over to lamaybe.com/VIP. if you want to continue to hang with us and hear me say things like that. All right, cool. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching the latest episode of your new favorite band. This is the end of the free content.
But if you want to unlock the full uncut versions of every episode, head over to lamaybe.com/VIP and sign up for our membership. For $7 a month, you'll get extended episodes of our podcast, a bonus episode every month, plus exclusive merch. You'll also be supporting us and helping us continue to stay on the road and make new music. And for that, we're eternally grateful. So thank you.